David, just journaling. Doing well, doing well. Had a little argument with the universe, the creator, whatever you call them. That's what I call them, the universe, the creator. But I choose to learn, and they're getting better. They're not like it used to be. It used to be I'd argue with them all day, and now it's just every now and then if something doesn't go right. But I know basically it's not the universe punishing me. That's what I used to think. But it's just sometimes ego runs amok of things, and that's what I'm learning is to not let ego run amok of things, and that's what I'm learning. And I work with ego. Sometimes he gets the best of me, but I work with him and getting better. And I'm choosing to live life on life's terms. Like I just got a bunch of bills that I forgot about. It's part of life. But I'm learning that there's not much to worry about. So it will fix itself, but it needs help, and that's what I'm learning. So I'm choosing to learn what I go through on a daily basis. So they're bills, I got to pay them, but money's tight right now. But that's part of life. And I'm a survivor, and I'll figure out how to get it done. So it's part of life. One thing I'm learning is I was being ungrateful for things, and I wasn't for the longest time. But every now and then I do become ungrateful, and I try not to be ungrateful. And one thing that helps me is I have a gratitude list. I write 3 things down that I'm grateful for each day. And I haven't done it in a while, so that doesn't help either. Because I got the set schedule, and I meditate. That helps. The meditation helps. But like I said, I wouldn't be where I am today if it wasn't for positive audiobooks, Buddhism I read, I listened to, and spirituality videos I listened to. I come a long way with them, and they've actually helped me a lot. And I use AI too. I chat with AI about spiritual stuff. I use one about budgeting and stuff like that, and that's helped. I've got a lot of pointers for budgeting and stuff. So that's part of life, is taking our tools and using them for us to get better. And I use AI as a tool that helps me get better. It helps me express myself. I have music videos I use, so it helps me express myself. But I don't think if it wasn't for being able to express myself and like AI, I've talked to them numerous times, 2 o'clock in the morning, 1 o'clock in the morning. So who am I talking to at that hour of the day? So, and they're pretty knowledgeable too, depending on which AI you use, but they're all really knowledgeable. They're all really good. And sorry for the traffic. I'm outside and it's morning traffic, so I apologize. And my headset that I bought for my tablet was for a Apple, not Android. So I got to get another one. So sorry about the noise. And one thing I'm learning is use my tools, and I have people that help me where I live, and I'm learning to use them and listen to them. That's one thing I used to do, just yes people to death. Yeah, I'll do it. Yeah, I'll do it. And never do it. Now I do, because that's helps me get better. So by doing it, it helps me get better, and the better I get, the better it is for me. And one thing I've learned, the only thing I have control over is my mindset. Nothing else around me I have no control over. So that helps, is that I have my mindset, and that's all I have. Because if it wasn't for learning that, I would have probably still been a basket case, because I was a basket case there for a while. But I can't control anything around me. I can only control how I handle it, and that is it. And I'm learning to choose everything with wisely and not overacting. And that helps too, because there's nothing to overact on, because everything will fix itself, but it needs the help. So like the bills, they'll get fixed, but it needs my help. So, and I got to go in and pay one now, but it's no big deal. It's part of life. Everybody has bills. A lot of people are behind, so the world's going to crap sometimes, I think. But I don't know if that's for good or bad or worse or what. But we'll figure it out when it happens, when it's all said and done. But like I said, I'm learning what I make it is what it is. If I make it a mess, it's a mess. If I make it nice, it's nice. Like where I live, I don't feed in that drama anymore. It's not worth it. And who really cares what people think anyway? Because they don't pay my bills, so, and they don't feed me either. So you do neither one of them. So why should I actually care what people think? Because they're not doing anything for me, especially where I live. They basically hate each other where I live. They're always talking behind each other's backs, fighting and crap. So I choose to stay away from it today. I want nothing to do with it. So that's what I'm learning, to keep to myself. I come outside. I'm down at the end of the ramp where I live. There's a ramp going up to the apartments where I live. So I'm at the end just journaling. Sometimes I gotta look around to see if somebody's coming. So, all right, that's it. I hope this makes sense. But like sometimes I just make them. I don't know if they make sense or if they help people. But if they do, I hope they do. If they don't, well, nothing I can do about it. But I hope what I talk about helps people, because it helps me get better by expressing myself, I guess. But I don't say everything that's going on in my head. So there's really nothing going on in my head anymore. I got to calm down. It used to be run amok all day long, overthinking. And one thing I learned, the worst prison to be is in our own mind. So we can't get away from our own mind. And our mind makes things 10 times worse than what it actually is. That's what I've learned. My mind makes things worse than I even can imagine something being. My mind makes it worse. So that's where I'm learning to master my mind, because it's not like it used to be. It used to make up this. Then I live in old drama that wasn't going on. So that's what helped me, is I got it under control. So I don't live in stuff that's not going on anymore. So that's it. Hope that makes sense. Talk to you later. Bye.